Welcome to your 2024 personal energy number forecast. Most people at the beginning of the year, including myself, rush off to read the horoscope for the year. How is my Capricorn going to do in the 5th house? Or more commonly, if you're into Feng Shui and Chinese metaphysics, you're looking at your Bazi, your Chinese astrology. How is my pig in the day pillar going to interact with the dragon of 2024? Things like that. This is a little bit different. This is your personal energy number, also known as your Ming Gua or your KUA number. It's the same thing, just different terminology. When I, as a Feng Shui consultant, look at a home, I look for your personal energy number in the house, in your house's astrology chart, and I see how these environmental energies are all mixing together and affecting your personal energy number. Well, I can't look at your house right now, but I can tell you how the environmental energies, what opportunities are coming to you, what obstacles might be coming to you, and I can look at the forecast for your personal energy number for 2024. Note that your personal energy number is not the same as your life path number, so to make it super simple, I've linked a really handy guide in the description of this video. You simply look up your birthday, and next to you, the row with your birthday are 2 columns with your personal energy number. Make that note and find the video associated with your personal energy number. I'm also going to take us into how to calculate it because it's a super easy calculation as well, except for if your birthday is in January or February. Then it's different because Chinese New Year falls on a different day every year, and so it's best to just click that guide, especially if your birthday is in January or February. I'm going to take you through how to calculate it, or you can just jump ahead to the actual forecast. Take your birth year, let's take 1987 for example, and you add the total of those numbers. 1 plus 9, 8 plus 7, 10, 15. 1 and 0 reduces to 1, 15 reduces to 6, 1 plus 6 is 7. Now listen up. If you are a male, you subtract that final number, 7 from our example, from the number 11, only if you are a man. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. If you are female and your number reduced to 7, then you add 4. 7 plus 4 equals 11. 11 reduces to 2. So if you are a male, your personal energy number in this case was 4, and if you are female, your personal energy case in this number was 2. Again, this works for everybody past those February birthdays. If you're a January or February birthday, just go check out my cheat sheet. Second note, if you are female and your birth year reduces to 5, you are actually an 8. If you are a male and your number reduces to a 5, your number is actually a 2. Now that you have your personal energy number. Hello, personal energy number 6s. Yes, you saw that correctly. I did have an outfit change. I'm trying to streamline my video editing because I am a one-man band over here at Elemental Clarity. So this section of the video though is specific to you personal energy number 6s. Also, disclaimer, I will be looking down at my notes because I was studying all the different charts. Purple script, the low shoe, I'm saying how all of this energy is interacting, and I wanted to be efficient and not ramble, and so I've got my notes down here. Be sure to stay until the end of this video because there I share with you the 3 key takeaways or the 3 high points for you to really remember as you navigate 2024. Personal energy number 6 is when you discovered your personal energy number and saw that you are 6, you likely also saw in the free guide that your personal element is metal. And if you look at the elemental cycle in that guide, Earth supports you. Well, this year, your personal energy mixes in an Earth, it's called an Earth palace. It's fancy terminology just to say that your energy is mixing with an Earth energy, meaning you will be supported this year and resources available to you this year. Having resource with your energy is super helpful on all accounts. On one hand, let's say that you've been sick. If you've been sick recently, then having resource with you this year, you will meet the right doctors and helpful people, or I should say you have access to helpful knowledge, helpful people, and helpful resources. These forecasts are never predictors. They're insight into what energy is available to you throughout the year and what energy is available for you to co-create with. These forecasts share with you what energy is stronger for the year so you can plan your year accordingly and use that helpful energy. When you use the timely energy of the year, it's like flying with the wind at your back rather than flying against the wind. So you put in the same amount of effort, but your results and your efforts are multiplied because the wind is supporting you. This energy is supporting you and your actions are aligned with the energy and everything is in sync. Therefore, it's more effortless, and life is just more serendipitous. I say a Feng Shui lifestyle is serendipitous because it just, with Feng Shui and working with the energy, things are easier, but not without effort. So in addition to people who are maybe sick and are like so excited that they're finding more doctors and more information on what they're going through, maybe instead you are a business owner or an entrepreneur and you need clients. Resource is also clients. Resource is the ability to streamline things. It means helpful people in your corner, no matter what your circumstance. Resource can also be physical energy, and you personal energy number 6s need physical energy to follow through on a lot of the different things coming your way this year. I see for you that it's a good year for you to create something new. You're with a lot of energy that helps create and establish, but again, it does require effort, but no worries because that resource is there fueling your energy and your passion. In addition to earth, your energy is mixing with wood this year, and we also are in a wood year. Wood is creating its growth, its charm. Has there been something on your mind that you've been wanting to create? Maybe an online course, maybe literally you've been interested in woodworking or painting. It's a year to take what has been on your mind and to create it. Take it out of the mind and actually use your hands to produce something, create something, and follow that creativity. On the flip side, whether you've been wanting to create something as a business or not, for your own personal development, your own nourishing of the soul, it's a good year for you to tap into creativity. So maybe when I was like, is there something on your mind that you've been wanting to produce and create? Like, here's the permission to go after the woodworking. And you're like, Jeanette, no hobby in mind, nothing like that. That's okay. You don't have to have that, but for your soul and like to release stress and to support your energy this year, the energy wants you to, at least for fun, tap into that creativity muscle, flex that creativity muscle. So take up painting, sewing, paper mache, whatever it is, maybe once a month, try something different, try some kind of different creative endeavor. So if you have kids, this is really easy to implement because you can just paint with them. You can just do arts and crafts with them. You can do their science projects with them. If you're a business owner, you might be like, I have no time to implement these things. When you do take a break, because we all need to take a break, that's why I said like at least once a month, try and infuse creativity into that break that you have. Maybe you're big on personal development and you're big on reading the books, like read a creative book. Read a book that is a little bit out of the norm for you. If you're big on taking online courses, take something that's a little out of the norm. Rather than studying your family trauma or how your love language or like how to manifest more money, pick something just like totally out of the box that you haven't really thought about lately, because it's a big year for your energy to flex the creative muscle. Simultaneously, this is a really good year for you to travel as well. So in these travels, rather than do the brewery tours and the winery tours or the like stereotypical travel things, what can you do to infuse some creativity, like a food class or a painting class, depending on where you travel? This just goes to show I also need to flex my creativity, because for some reason I can only think about cooking, painting, like there's so many other things that are creative and offers out there that are creative, like ikebana. I think that's how you say it. That is a Japanese art of floral arrangements. There's a lot you can think outside the box on. What you are mixing this year, you actually have a very balanced year. You're very working with all of the different elements. A lot of the different elements, 4 out of 5 are coming to mix with you. So that's a very like nice, easy, chill year for the most part. But what you are missing is water, and that's introspection. That's tapping into your emotions. When you don't have water in your year, that can be a lack of clarity, sometimes a lack of direction, especially because you're metal and so your output is water. At some points throughout the year, you might find yourself with this huge drive to do and to create and to push, but unsure of where to go. When you feel this way, if it comes up at all throughout the year, because again, this is a forecast, not a predictor. If you're feeling lonely or lost or a lack of direction, When you feel this way, incorporate water activities into your day to open yourself up to that clarity. So again, this break that you take in your year with creativity, it could even be swimming. Maybe you are so into Pilates or into just the same routines. And I think I'm making it pretty clear. I really want you to break that and try something new. So even though swimming's not like the most creative, oh my gosh, I mean, synchronized swimming. Can you take a class like that? Add in creativity and also water activities. These are 2 things for you to remember. Let's get into the 3 key takeaways for you this year. First, career. I mentioned travel. Those of you in corporate, or I guess working for yourself, I don't know why I thought just corporate, but working for yourself or in corporate, you may find that you travel more for work this year. It's definitely a growth year for you, but pretty standard in general, like I said, because you're mixing with a lot of the different energies. Now we can get even more specific into you. We can do a 2024 Bazi astrology reading. I offer one-on-one astrology readings. This can be very broad because there's a lot of personal energy number 6s. So when I say a pretty standard year, your astrology chart would tell us so much more. But in general, you've got a nice balance of the elements. Do the work and be recognized. That's what the year shows for you. You have the resource of earth coming in to support your energy. You have the wood encouraging you to work and to create. And then you have the fire for that effort that you are doing, creating, the energy that you're moving, the stuff you're producing. That fire will illuminate your efforts and help you to be seen. So you have like the full gamut here, which is pretty great. Second is relationships. Your energy is paired with the peach blossom energy this year, which is likability, it's charisma, it's charm. So whether you wanted to focus on career, that's great. This charisma can help you ask for a raise, can help you be seen and work well with your coworkers. It helps you on all of your communication fronts. Be sure to watch the Feng Shui for 2024 though, to make sure that your Feng Shui and communication energy is good in your Feng Shui level. So if job wants some advancement, you have the charisma, you have the ability to ask for that and move that needle forward. But maybe career and job is actually pretty good and you're like, I think this is the year that I should focus on relationships. I would agree with you, because when you have the peach blossom romance energy with your energy, it is a good year to focus on relationships, cultivating relationships, getting on the dating apps, creating the profiles. It is a good year for you to move forward with relationships because that love energy is with you all year. It's also a good year for you to strengthen your relationships. Maybe your career is good and you have been pushing and doing. I remember some of the past personal energy number 6s. I think it was 2 years ago, you guys really dove in and you developed your identity, you focused on you. And then last year, it was a pushing, doing year. So this year, look at your relationships. Are any of them being neglected? How are you and your partner? Like, it's a good year to reestablish some of that self-love and treating your friends and your partners who have supported you along the way and giving them attention as well. And that peach blossom energy makes it easy. That said, yes, you have the charm and the charisma with you, but you're also with this like travel doing energy. So if you are somebody who's single, then go about dating in like taking the initiative and setting things up and putting yourself out there to get the ball rolling. And when you have the peach blossom energy and you put yourself out there, people like take the bait, they notice you more. Whereas sometimes like if we don't have the peach blossom energy, if we don't have this like love energy around us, it's a little bit more like, hey, hello, I'm here. But when you have this energy, it's just very easy to notice you with minimal effort. Third is your health. Health should be pretty steady. Now, again, I can't like say this generic blanket statement because there's so many personal energy number 6s. There are only 8 numbers after all. So looking at your Bazi and your Feng Shui gives us a little bit more insight. But in terms of this modality and this way of studying energy, you are mixing with so many of all the other elements that it's a very like balanced, well-rounded year. So overall on this front, health should be pretty steady for you. But you should pay extra attention to your legs and your feet. This is a great year to get deeper into stretching, yoga, prioritizing some massages, or really great would be acupuncture, because that'll make sure your internal chi is flowing and like everything is circulating appropriately to your legs and feet. I mentioned earlier that water element is missing from your chart, so implement water in other ways as well. Like, we all need to be drinking more water all of the time, but for you, really focus on drinking water activities like swimming to help your joints and your legs, walking, swimming, fluid movements, maybe like Tai Chi or Qigong. All of those like water fluid things support your health this year. Those are the 3 key takeaways for you personal energy number 6s. I'm excited to hear about how your year unfolds. Now that you know the personal energy, or the energy coming to your personal internal energy this year, go check out the external energy coming to your space and how to feng shui for 2024. I've got a video for you.